I know that's hot of him.
Got pitched to the ears.
That's why she jumped on me.
She looking at you
What you got over there? Okay, so let's do that again.
Okay.
Give me your name and who you are to Rico.
My name is Edlyn Walker. I'm Rico's mommy.
Okay, so what was he like as a child?
As a child, Rico was always a businessman as a little bitty boy. I would take him, to little restaurants. I would take him out to outings, and people always shake his hand. He was always like a little man, like a little businessman. I always want to wear a suit, just want to do grown man's things at a little boy's age. And that was always, something that I was like, this little boy's going to be something. He's going to save my life. He was like my little king. So that's when, I knew that I had to do more than, out of the ordinary to take care of him and make sure that he, had to come to his peak as a, a man, as a young man. And he did well in life. I mean, well.
And so that drive you talked about, that kind of business side, what do you think that came from?
Well, it came from me. It came from the family. The Walkers are very hustlers. We're good hustlers. We've been hustling for years. My dad, his sisters, my brother, but everybody, they had their own way of hustling. They had their own way of, making means, making ends, meet, and just, having food on the table.
Okay. So, did you ever think he would be where he is today and doing what he's doing today?
Well, I really wanted for Rico to be an NBA player. So as a little boy, I used to take him all over the world with me. And, so he could get with people, get with all the different races of people. He could know how to, talk to the Indians, the blacks, the white, the Chinese. He could just have diversified all in his life. And that's the part when I sent him to Barbara Bush Elementary. He went to school with all kinds of people, all races of people. He knew how to interchange with people, talk to them, work problems out, and he just had, an interest in life as a little boy.
Okay. How would you describe his upbringing?
It was kind of up and down. He did live a golden life, but, it was struggles also. But I'm glad that Rico, I had him to show him. Because, some kids, they get everything they want. They do everything they want to do. But when they get grown, it cripples them. They don't understand the hustles of life. Sometimes Rico, wanted things that I couldn't get for Rico. Then at a point of Rico's life, he had everything he wanted. But he had to learn that, you either, have to learn how to do without or do with, to make it in life.
Yeah. So, who would you say is probably the biggest driving force in him having that drive inside of him?
I say me because number one, I wasn't scared to get out here and, learn how to live. Just like I said, we had a good life. I especially had a good life as a little girl, but I didn't want that sheltered life. And I didn't want him to have that sheltered life. So when I got out in the world, I kept Rico with me. I was an entertainer. I was a professional entertainer. And I danced 4 or 5 cities, some foreign countries. But I had Rico right with me. And, with some mornings, he don't want to get up and go with me on the highway. Let's go to Atlanta, Rico. Let's go to Miami. Dog, Mom, I don't want to go, but you got to go because we got to pay this rent. It wasn't good all the time for me. I was hard-headed, but I had to learn. So I had to get out, get on my own, and learn how to make my life pleasant and my son's life pleasant as where he would have a good life and a better life than me. So that's why I think it was an advantage for me and him when I was, on my tours, doing my dancing, doing my entertaining. And when I did that, I had professional people to look after him. Also, I had a good village. I had my side of my family and I had his dad's side of the family. and we did real good, and everybody worked together with Rico. You know, but it wasn't a pretty day every day. It wasn't a sunny day every day. It rained, and Rico got caught in those rainstorms a lot. So I think that's the drive that he has, and it's hard now as a grown man, you know, to reach out to people and let them know, you know, life's a struggle, but it can be good. You know, it can be great. You know, only if you take time to see what's good, what's bad, what's not, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. So, when you heard about him in real estate, doing mad paper coaching, doing the wholesaling in real estate, and when you saw it starting to do what he wanted it to do good, how did you feel? Like,
I was very proud. I was very proud. I didn't know what he was going to do. I didn't know what drive or what occupation he wanted to do in life, but I know I did my part as making him successful. You know, making him get up, going to the practices, going to the AAU basketball games, going to church, you know, going to work, learning how to be responsible. So all of that, you know, in cahoots with my family, working with him and keeping them in church. He stayed in church, you know, and he's a very God-fearing man. And I think that really helped and, you know, made him successful in Mad Paper Coaching.